sweetest memories.
Well, hello there, folks, and welcome to Radvert Radio. I'm your host with the toast, Sid Innes. Well, today we're going to have on the show Anthony Oliver from Lost in the Woods, promoting his new single, Alto Belli, which is out tomorrow.
Hi there.
Also, he's going to be performing live on the show later on with another track from our Radvert studio.
Woo!
So, Anthony, tell us a little bit about the new project that you're working on at the moment then.
Yeah, so I've got a bunch of new songs which have been coming up through the pipeline, and the first song, which is actually just due to be released, is called Alto Belli, and you'll notice from the name that's an Italian name. It refers to the 1980s Italian football star Alessandro Altobelli, who was my boyhood hero, and I've been working on that song with yourself, Sid, over the last few weeks, and we're putting it out, and it's there for everyone to listen to on all major streaming sites.
Okay, so it's on all streaming platforms, and is it also available anywhere else, like say YouTube or Bandcamp? Or?
Yeah, YouTube and Bandcamp, and anywhere you can think of. TikTok, Amazon,
audio cassette.
There is a plan to do a short run of
8-track
of audio cassettes as well, if I get my way. That is
fantastic. That's really good. So, and in terms of the lineup, who's the sort of who's involved in this project? What's the sort of roles and what's everyone?
Okay,
is it a new band? Is it?
I've performed under this name for the last 5 or 6 years as a solo singer-songwriter. I moved up here to Murray about 4 years ago and started to find my feet. One of the more useful or more exciting kind of places I found initially was the Songwriter Circle at McGregor's Bar in Inverness, and attending that gave me sort of the chance to put a lot of my material over, for other songwriters to listen to, and gave me the confidence to embark on this kind of solo project. I've performed around Inverness and other places in Murray over the last few years under this name, Lost in the Woods. Just before lockdown, in fact, my last gig was So Far Sounds Inverness, just a few days before everything closed down, really. So been building up some pressure to over through the year and a half of lockdown to get my songs out and perform and release new music.
Yeah, I totally feel you there. I've been there myself in a way that I felt during this whole lockdown situation. All I feel like I've done is produce music constantly, just making music, and having no outlet for it. I guess that was one of the other sort of things that would have, played heavily in the sort of creation of Radvert Records. The fact that I was setting up the sort of label and the sort of studio, but also off the side of that, I really want to make a live space, a live venue space, a place where people can come and perform, through an online medium, and we can sort of video it and that stuff. Because I do believe there seems to be, as you know, Anthony, that there's been quite a lot of change with the situations with live venues at the moment due to these restrictions. So basically, what Radvert we're trying to do here is kind of like have a sort of a smaller venue, so performers can still perform live, but maybe not to as big a crowd. Mm-hmm. But it can go out on the YouTube channel, so we're not losing out. We're still getting live content made, and people perform live. It's just that in a way, we've kind of like this new way of working a workaround basically, mm-hmm. in terms of the live music model. I think it's kind of some of it's half in house and sort of half mm-hmm. live. But yeah, it'll be up. It'll be streamed. It'll be recorded and play. It'll be on YouTube on our channel.
And I think that's
forever.
a really great platform for original material as well, because it still is the case, unfortunately, that it's there are challenges to getting out there and performing original material.
Absolutely,
in all the old places, really. So,
even before lockdown,
yes.
it was kind of hit or miss. It's kind of it's quite difficult, isn't it, getting on board with the right people, the right promoters, the right kind of, it's a lot of people I feel like being left out, and maybe it seems to be a lot of the same people kind of getting all the work, and some people are maybe on the outside or not massively heavily in use of stuff like social media and stuff, yet they're creating a lot of content and material, but they're just, finding it difficult to get a foot in the door. So now what I'm trying to do here with Radvert is to kind of like, do away with that. Like, we are the venue here. We are the radio station. We are the platform. We are the record label, and we're here to represent the underrepresented in this industry, and to nurture and bring on new talent like yourself, and to promote and produce a host of other artists, and to bring in international and national acts and artists and interviews, and it's just all about music. This is all about original music, this platform. So if any of you guys have any out there have any original music you'd like us to play, then feel free to drop us an email at management@sidinnes.com. If you want to send us over some of your music, we'd be glad to play it. And if you'd like to come on the show for an interview, then get in touch with management@sidinnes.com, or telephone us on the old telephone on 075 870 72558. I was going to say, Anthony, just one more thing. Have you told us about your journey to this place today?
My journey to this place today, in the car, you mean? Well, I've been writing songs for as long as I can remember, and I played in a bunch of bands in the late 90s into the early 2000s, which gave me, the opportunity to put those songs out there. When those bands kind of came to a bit of an end, then for quite a few years I was just writing songs, and it wasn't really until moving up here that I embarked on the sort of solo project, and actually going out into bars and playing my songs, and trying to get
a free pint.
And sometimes being successful in getting that,
and not getting heckled.
Exactly. So that's it's been a fairly long journey. And a journey made of just many songs, really. So I've got more in the pipeline. I've got just songs coming through.
An album?
Well, that's hopefully what we're going to be managing to create, really. So it would be great to bring together.
Are you needing a producer, by the way?
I think I might know one. Yeah.
Good. Send me his number. Yeah.
Okay. I think you just read it out.
Yeah. Is there a release date for this proposed single?
Alto Belli
is, did you say that?
Being released tomorrow morning, the 5th
Fantastic.
of March. So look out for that on. It'll be released on all major streaming platforms.
This radio show will be finished in about 2 months. It'll be in the future by the time this comes out, and this will be out of date.
Sure. And you can find me on Facebook and Instagram and Bandcamp and all the usual places.
No, it is really a great track, folks. You're going to love it. It's brilliant. It's really nice. So and did you say have you got a date for this possible album?
Well, that's kind of a bit fuzzier, but I think we're
end of the year.
Hopefully by the end of the year.
Autumn, summertime.
Let's call it summer.
Yeah, the end of the year is a good thing to aim for, eh? Because sometimes with recording, I find it when you've got a lot of production in your record and the songs you're making, these tracks can take forever. But sometimes it's kind of nice to have a little really lo-fi, more sort of acoustic and vocal ones.
Sure,
they're kind of nice fillers for the album.
Yeah,
and it kind of you feel you're starting to get most of it done and out of the way. This is mostly in the context of being a sort of being a kind of solo act. If you don't have the luxury of a band, if you've got a really tight, well-rehearsed band, then it's far quicker. And it's almost just like, either chipping money together or somebody just say, here, let's just go to a studio and let's just smash out an album. It's far quicker. I think the results tend to be a lot better because there's a lot more sort of, diversity in the input. But in the real world, we can't always have it that way, because a lot of the musicians in this area are quite hard to find or difficult to track down, or they're maybe not so reliable, or they're hiding. Yeah, they're hiding hiding away. But now we're going to hopefully, through this channel again, we're hoping to just, people listen in and be part of this network. We're trying to create this complete online music network to support original music in the northeast, from Murrayshire, even out Aberdeen direction and the Highlands, or just the world, really. Because we're going to be going on this YouTube channel.
There's no stopping us.
There's no stopping us. So anyone can come on or send things over from anywhere. This is a call out to anyone. If you're in Madagascar or if you're in Timbuktu, yeah, we're happy to hear from you, yeah, and have you on the show. We need content, please, yeah. So yeah, Anthony, without further ado, do you want to, let's play
Alto Belli.
Alto Belli, the new song which is coming out tomorrow. Which date?
Saturday the 5th of March.
Saturday the 5th of March. And here we go. This is new from Lost in the Woods, Alto Belli.
Recollections of a slow Italian train from deep down south in the boot hill to the north where the foot goes in. That was the summer, that was the train, that was the summer I was 17. Sandro Alto Belli is what they call me in school. I was tall like him and with curly hair. We both ignored the outside rule. I would haunt the penalty box, looking for a lucky touch. Sometimes I scored, but mostly I sucked. That was the summer, that was the summer, that was the summer, that was the summer. I spent that summer on an Adriatic beach. I was just one of so many kids with a future within reach. That was the summer, that was the beach, that was the summer I was 17. Sandro Alto Belli, he scored in 82. Conti's cross to the penalty spot and a left-foot shot so true. I don't know what he's doing these days, but sometimes I think of him, how he looked straight at me when the ball went in. That was the summer, 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 that was the summer.
Cool. Alto Belli, man, you want to give us a quick sort of, just a little outline of the track? How did it come about?
Yeah, it's actually it's quite a nostalgic song. Really, it's really set in several moments in the 80s in my school days. As I was,
those were the days. Yeah,
those were the days. So yeah, I went to a European school because I'm half Italian, and well, the football half of me is 100% Italian, I should point out. Alessandro Altobelli, the striker for Italy in throughout the 80s, was my boyhood hero, and I did try to emulate him on the school football pitch with very poor results. So yeah, some of the some memories from those days come through in the song, and also so it's essentially a summer pop kind of number. So it has a sort of hazy, dreamy feel to the chorus, which I see as being a bit of a hopefully a summer anthem this year. Who knows?
There seems to be sort of undertones of the jam in this track.
Yeah, and I think that's reflected in the or by the drum pattern, which underscores the song. So yeah, you can definitely hear some.
It's a good drummer you had on that track.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to him actually.
Hey, I wonder who that was. Nice bass player too. Eh?
Yeah, again, who knows?
Phantom band.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really nice to have that sort of autobiography, sort of life experience side to it in this song.
Yeah, it's a kind of retrospective, kind of nostalgic piece, really. And I mean, I sometimes take refuge in pockets of time. Really, it seems to be a good time to kind of take refuge somewhere. So my happy place is in the 80s.
And is that a real train ride, right down from the bottom up to the top?
Yeah, it was a particular summer. It was the summer of '88, and I spent a long, hot, dreamy summer down in the very, very close to the southernmost point of Italy, in Puglia. And then needed to make my way up to the north to rejoin my family, and I took a solo train ride, which took basically a day and a night. And that's stuck with me, that memory.
So are you playing live for us apparently today? I believe you're going to be performing live on the show.
To it.
Way to go! Someone's handing you a guitar right now. One of our assistants, our sexy assistants, giving you a guitar. Yeah, get the ES335. Pass that over, please. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go on the vintage Telecaster today, is it?
Yeah.
What song are you performing live then?
I'm going to perform live the song North Star, which is going to be on my forthcoming album.
Good choice. Is it underway yet? Well, we should know, aren't we?
Yes.
When are we planning recording it?
We've just been talking about it. It might well be the one we record next.
Fantastic. So yeah, looking forward to hear this. This is called North Star.
Here we go. We tried. You couldn't say we didn't try. Hiding in plain sight. When the universe threw us a curveball, and the universe looked at us and said, catch him if you can, if you can. That's what we did. We caught him. We caught a shooting star, and we strapped him in the car. North Star, are you near or are you far? And North Star on the backseat of the car. Ba-da-da-da-da. We tried. You couldn't say we didn't try. Is the apple of our eye. Bum, 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 bum.
on the back seat of the car. North Star, are you near? Are you far? And North Star, can you get there in the car? Ba-da-da-da-da.
Beautiful. That just chilled me right out. I was actually kind of falling asleep to that in a nice way. So, Anthony, tell us about this track then. Tell me how this one came about.
Yeah, this is really an anthem for parents, tired parents, burned out parents.
I feel you.
It deals really with the feelings of isolation and even alienation that you can have when you enter parenthood, really, whether you have a straightforward child or maybe a child with I don't know, a special needs child, or a child that just demands so much of you that you've never had to deal with up until that moment. So that's North Star. And
yeah, what I'm hearing is a kind of like a doo-wop genre, kind of 50s kind of classic sort of strophic form style song.
Yeah.
Something like, a classic like Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Or like, All I Have to Do Is Dream, Everlays. The song has a sort of real retro bubblegum pop sound to it, like something out of Grease.
Yeah.
It sort of comes across as like a lullaby.
Yeah, it's like a kind of 50s style lullaby, really. I hear maybe a bit of Earth Angel by the Penguins. I'm thinking back to the Future, and Michael J. Fox is struggling to remain in the moment and not dematerialize in front of his parents.
I've had a few gigs like that before.
And that's kind of a sound that we're going to look for when we record this track.
Fantastic. No, it'll be interesting to see what we can pull in with production and to somehow, do justice to that kind of sort of genre or that kind of sound. Maybe with some vintage tones and guitar tones and
Vintage Telecaster.
Yeah. Just get a really nice kind of sound, and it's a nice sort of 3/4 or a 6/8 time signature kind of thing going on.
Yeah, and I think some backing vocals to sort of really
some female singers, like 3 of them.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, to underline that kind of 50s feel, really. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to recording that.
Well, I think that doo-wop's a sort of a genre that predates Motown and it predates stuff like, the stuff that the Wrecking Crew were doing as well, with Phil Spector. I mean, it's probably from the time of like early rock and roll and like, rockabilly and when the prevalent blues artists of the time are truly defining that genre.
Yeah.
In terms of production, it'd be quite interesting to explore something between sort of Motown and Spector.
Cool.
Did he not shoot his...
I think he
did.
did.
Shoot somebody. He was in jail.
I think we shouldn't be talking about Spector.
Okay. That's Phil Spector, not Regina Spector.
No, she's still alive.
I've met her.
Have you?
Yeah, I met her at Tea in the Park.
Oh, cool.
And I helped her move her piano about. And then I got an autograph from her because my then girlfriend at the time was a fan, and it said Respecta on it.
Cool.
Which was pretty cool. Yeah, it's quite cool. I could have hung out with her all day backstage. I had work to do, So North Star is going to be on the album, yeah?
Yeah, it's the next one. The next one on the album.
Brilliant. And where are you recording that?
I have a studio in mind, Radvert Studios in Forest, with a producer that I know. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
No, I look forward to seeing that. I reckon it'll be out in the next maybe month or something, next couple of weeks.
Hopefully. Yeah.
So Anthony, it looks like you're going to have to boost now, being important recording artist.
Yeah, I've got to go now. Yeah, my plane's waiting.
He's off to LA he's going to work with Jay-Z in the studio, doing some hip hop track, I think.
Yeah.
How did we find you?
How did you find me?
Yeah. Online.
Oh, how did you find Lost in the Woods?
Rude and obnoxious.
I'm on a bunch of social media sites. You can find Lost in the Woods on Facebook, Instagram. I have a Bandcamp, Spotify, and
Do you have a fax machine?
fax machine, possibly a TikTok, but I might need to ask my 13-year-old son about that.
Telegram?
Telegram, yeah. Smoke signals.
Have you thought of a name for the album yet?
No, not yet. I haven't even decided all the songs that I'm going to do, but a name for the album. How about Lost in the Woods Volume 1?
I like that. It's very Led Zeppelin-y. It's been really great. Today on the show, we've got Anthony Oliver discussing his new project, Lost in the Woods. So, yeah, if you want to just keep your eyes out, looking out for that, and it should be out in the next while. You'll see it across all the sort of digital platforms and social media, and look out for any gig dates that he's doing in the north of Scotland at the moment. We're hoping to myself is hoping to put a tour on this year to promote my album called Distortion 5. And I was maybe thinking about putting a tour together, sort of maybe around Scotland, in a clockwise direction. So out to the northeast, down the east coast, and then across the west and back up north, and maybe some further out west coastal areas, and then back into Murray. And I'm just trying to get a team together and see if Lost in the Woods is up for it.
Yay.
And maybe other folk, I maybe won't say names just now in case they don't rock up. But yeah, I think, are you up for that? Are you up for a tour, Anthony?
Why not?
I think it can be done. We'll just have to be strategic and figure it out.
I can afford the diesel.
Have you got good organisational skills?
I don't know where I left them.
We'll look for them in the car park, yeah. We'll have to just beg, steal, or borrow. We'll figure it out. We'll just get, I think all our money will go on
diesel
and donuts and diesel. That's all we need. And I think
I've just found my album title, Diesel and Donuts.
Oh, way to go! Well, that's it. You've heard it here first, now, folks. That's the name of the new album, Diesel and Donuts. But yeah, I think we can do this. A micro tour, maybe 5 dates minimum. Looking at sort of June, July, something like that. Something to look forward to. Go out and promote music, and just play live. Bark, bark goes the dog.
Yeah, a pentagon-shaped tour. I think that would be quite good. Diesel and Donuts.
Diesel and Donuts.
The Pentagon tour.
I'll be there, yeah. Okay, folks. Looks like it's time to sign off for today. Firstly, I'd like to thank my special guest on today's show, Anthony Oliver from Lost in the Woods. And I'd also like to thank all you guys out there who are listening in and supporting the channel. Let's all keep supporting original music, folks. So once again, the email for the show is management@sidinnes.com if you'd like to have your music played or to be on the show. Or even better still, if you'd like to just call in on 075 870 72558. I'm your host, Sid Innes, and this was brought to you by Radvert Productions. Hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Ciao.
Someone to talk to.